course, I just reported to you a few minutes ago that there may have been a murder in Guadeloupe. Initial reports indicate that a Dominican murdered a 15-year-old French national over a smartphone. The French are not taking this lightly, and some, according to my contact there, the French calling for war. Some initial reports also indicate that there may have already been a reaction, and the French are in search of this Dominican youth. For revenge. So something is happening there in Guadeloupe. It's the reports sketchy at this point in time, and as soon as we get more information, we'll bring that to you. But the initial reports indicate that there may have been a murder over a smartphone involving a Dominican youth. So as soon as I can get more information, you know, of course, we here at Q95 on Talking the Block will try to get down to the bottom of the story. Here we were this morning reporting on all the good news out of Guadeloupe, and you know, French nationals coming to Dominica for the festival. I was speaking to promoter Wice a few hours earlier, who first reported the story to me there, and it's not good what we getting, huh? In terms of how the French are reacting to this one. Let's just hope that this can be resolved the soonest. This will not dampen the spirits of the French to come to Dominica. Let's move on. This is Talk on the Block. I'm sure there are more stories to come as we move on in the hour. A lot of reaction over the snake story this morning in Salisbury. It has gone viral, sending shivers all over the place. Now here's the big story in the afternoon. Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt has pledged $50,000 towards the completion of Phase 1 of the Lindo Park project in Goodwell. Just last week, the Lindo Park Development Committee went on a public awareness campaign, and we just heard them again 5 minutes ago on Q95, to raise funds for completion of the development works at the Lindo Park playing field in Goodwell. Works recommends for the development of the Lindo Park playing field in July this year. Last year, upgrades including the excavation for fencing, lighting, and jogging track commenced and were being funded through the Australian and New Zealand High Commissions. It was, however, halted by the Land and Service Division because there was no request for permission from government to undertake the project on state-owned property. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt, Tuesday morning on Kyrie, pledged his government's commitment towards the development project. Let's listen to the Prime Minister.
I'm hearing made $50,000.
Yes, sir. About
correct?
Yes, sir. About
okay,
50,000.
Well, the government will provide this to the commission. Send me the budget estimates for corporate note, and I'll try and investigate the results before Friday. That's for the first phase, and we can discuss further with the Ministry of Sports, sports coordinator, the PSD minister, and the other phases.
Okay.
We'll make it 50,000 available so you can continue to do the work. But send this to me directly today. But the only condition is that the facility must be made available to the public. Because, in the past there's been criticism that the general public has had difficulties in accessing the facility. So we have to ensure that it is a people's facility and not restricted in any undue manner.
Yes, sir.
By the committee. I've been through the area and people have complained to me from Garter Village, from Yam East, and Greater Goodwill community that they have had issues in accessing the facility. So let's move forward and so on. Let's not look at it to the past. Let's move forward.
Yes, sir.
And we've always willing to partner with the committee. Let us renew that relationship. So we'll make the 50,000 available to the committee to complete the first phase of the project. And then we can speak about the second phase. But I do not know the cost estimates for the second phase, so I don't want to speak to that.
I really appreciate the Prime Minister, the Honorable Prime Minister, for making the contribution and making the funds available to our committee. It really has been, I wouldn't say stressful, but we have been persistent on moving forward with this project and getting the project completed. So it's definitely a blessing, and I'd like to thank him personally and on behalf of the committee in assisting us in the way. This was definitely a surprise to us. Definitely was a surprise to us, and we're definitely going to get in contact with the ministries and in completing this project.
On the line with me here, before we move on to other stories, is the PAL rep of the Goodwill North constituency, Mr. Danny Lugay, who was a former member of the Goodwill Sports Committee. He has been listening very attentively, and he's on the line with me. Danny, what do you make of this pledge from the Prime Minister of $50,000?
Well, Matt, if you were tuned into Parliament for the 2016-2017 budget debate a few months ago, you would have heard I publicly sent my best wishes to the new Lindo Park Committee in the execution of this noble project to light fence, put a joggers track, and to put a stand by the basketball court. But, Matt, I said in Parliament also that the Roseau North constituency is being punished for voting UWP. Because you'll recall a sporting facility was promised in Stock Farm, and yet for the next 3 budget cycles, not a cent is budgeted for that very project, which is the Stock Farm project. While Roosevelt Skerritt and Minister Charles, on the constituency empowerment, they hand over a check of $672,000 to Massac, which I am in support to for a sporting facility there. 600,000 to a park in Geneva and 200,000 for a park in the Collio constituency, while they were blocking for 2 years the Lindo Park project until yours truly resigned from the Lindo Park committee. But I must continue to thank the New Zealand Embassy and the Australian Embassy, and also to thank the former members of the Lindo Park Improvement Committee under the chairmanship of Justin Nibbs, Franklin Brown, Leonard Andre, and Milton Filbert, who is now deceased, because that project was written even before 2009, but we had to upgrade it, for further assistance. So when I heard Prime Minister Skerrit handing a meager check of $50,000 and talking about concerns about restricted access to Lindo Park residents, restricted access to Lindo Park, and he mentioned Tarish Pit, Gutter, and the larger Goodwill area, I must say that that's a blatant lie by the Prime Minister. If you check out parks in Dominica, Lindo Park is the most used park in Dominica. You see rounders there on the weekend. You see basketball. You see cricket. You see football. You see people walking around the park. So that was so deceitful of a Prime Minister to talk about that there's restricted access to Lindo Park. There was never that problem in Lindo Park where there was restricted access. The only place I am aware that there has been people who are denied entry to the park is Windsor Park, because for the past 15 years, Kens, the netballers of Roseau, were denied access to Windsor Park where they once had that facility. The other area that's denied continued access is the grammar school students. That ground was available to the students of grammar school and the people of the larger Roseau area. Now, we're learning that for the next 4 years, the Chinese has occupied it, and for the past 16 years, grammar school is without a ground. And the youth of Roseau and the wider area, they are without a ground. So you can see that there's an attack on Rosenhoff since Rosenhoff was won by Danny Luge. Also, since the 2012 to 2013 national budget, the people of Stockfarm were promised a road to the State College of $4.4 million. We see that in this year's budget, the amount was cut down to $2 million, and no work has started there. You have the Charles Avenue Road to the hospital, a crucial road that's just breaking up, and there's the risk of vehicles just going down in that big gutter. Although it was mentioned that the project was approved, nothing is happening there. What I would like to say to Prime Minister Skerrit, that Roseau North is the largest constituency on island with 7,382 electors, of which 3,890 voters voted, and I got the majority votes of 2,266 votes. So we're not going to sit down and take that abuse by Roosevelt Skerrit. He's giving us peanuts of $50,000 after Danny Luge and Justin Nibbs and the others resigned from the committee, while $672,000 is handed to Massac, $600,000 to Geneva, $200,000 to Collio, and he come in like the knight in shining armor.
So you're saying this is purely political?
Purely political.
But wouldn't you say though that maybe a step in the right direction? That's $50,000 pledge from the Prime Minister.
That's peanuts for the largest constituency. That's the ground that probably most used in Dominica. You see the pressure on the ground every afternoon when you get there. You see softball, cricket, football, basketball. You see rounders there, and yet we cannot. For so long, I'm telling you that since 2009, we're trying to get assistance from government, and we can't get assistance from government. Now we come in like the knight in shining armor. The Punjabi doctor talking about 50,000 and you could come again, trying to play like he's saving the day. He blocked the project. Another thing that people must understand, one of the reasons that the Australians and New Zealanders came on board is because it was understood that there would be an element of self-help. So the new committee must understand that when we engage contractors or people to help, that the labor, part of it must be discounted or free. And then when we get, like, let's say, excavators, these people would be paid. So there's that element that I think they're overlooking when the initial sum was given by the New Zealanders and the Australians. You understand? So this disrespect by Roosevelt Skerritt and calling on Kyrie to say, oh, he'll give $50,000. What is $50,000 for a large constituency? We have about 12 or 13 large businesses, probably more than 20 in Roosevelt of contributing to VAT. And he doing like he pulling it out of his pocket. It's not from Roosevelt Skerritt pocket, It's from the taxpayers of Dominica and the taxpayers, inclusive of the taxpayers of Roosevelt.
All right. Daniel Luger there, the Member of Parliament for the Goodwill North constituency, reacting to this by the Prime Minister this morning. According to Daniel, as you just heard him, this is pure politics and this is peanuts for a constituency like Goodwill.
I'm hearing that you need $50,000.
Yes, sir. About
correct?
Yes, sir. About
Okay, well,
50,000.
the government will provide this to the commission. Send me the budget estimates for corporate note, and I'll try and investigate the results before Friday. That's for the first phase, and we can discuss further with the Ministry of Sports, sports coordinator, the PSD minister, and the other phases.
Okay.
But we'll make it 50,000 available so you can continue to do the work. But send this to me directly to it. But the only condition is that the facility must be made available to the public. Because, in the past there's been criticism that the general public has had difficulties in accessing the facility. So we have to ensure that it is a people's facility and not restricted in any undue manner.
Yes, sir.
By the committee. I've been through the area and people have complained to me from Garter Village, from Yampies, and Greater Goodwill community that they have had issues in accessing the facility. But let's move forward and so on. Let's not look at it to the past. Let's move forward.
Yes, sir.
And we've always willing to partner with the committee. Let us renew that relationship. So we'll make the 50,000 available to the committee to complete the first phase of the project. And then we can speak about the second phases. But I do not know the cost estimates for the second phase, so I don't want to speak to that.
All right, that was Prime Minister pledging $50,000. This committee, this Goodwill Development Committee, will get that $50,000 check, according to them, before the end of the week. I am following that story in Guadeloupe, as I told you, that there are reports out of Guadeloupe that a Dominican youth may have murdered a French national, another student, over a smartphone. But we're getting more reports, and as soon as we can get the information, we'll get that to you. Kalil, good afternoon to you.
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to your many listeners. What's up, my brother?
Well, sad news there out of Guadeloupe. We're hearing reports. I first spoke to Wadix, who's doing some promotion there for the World Creole Music Festival, and there is some reports, or there are some reports out of Guadeloupe that a Dominican youth may have murdered another French student over a smartphone, and this is, really turned the French people in their stomach, and they have said, according to reports out of Guadeloupe, that this is war, so they will be reacting.
That's very unfortunate. Given already the problems that the Dominicans have faced in the French territory, that further compounds the matter. So, very unfortunate. I'm hoping that whoever is responsible is caught and brought to justice. That is a very sad and unfortunate situation, I must say, man.
Especially in light of all the promotion going on in both French territories, trying to encourage, French nationals to come to Dominica for the festival. Not a good report coming in.
Not at all. And we know we've had a few Dominicans going in the French territories to be behaving bad. Of course, we have people going out in the French territories and doing legitimate business. But we do have some quote-unquote undesirables and making life difficult for others. And that is a very, very unfortunate and sad situation.
All right, Kala, let's come back to Dominica here, because we have a group of persons in studios waiting to speak about a specific project going on. And we want, of course, before that, to speak about some reports coming out of the police station, police headquarters, Kalal. What is interesting there? It almost sounds like a storybook, that a script for a Hollywood movie. What's going on?
Well, it's not even in police headquarters. The information is that at a police station in Grand Bay, the two women were engaged in a physical fight.
Two policewomen?
One policewoman and one is a civilian.
Oh, okay.
Was engaged in a fight over a senior police officer.
Huh? You say senior, Kalai. Was he a sergeant, an inspector?
Yes, a sergeant of police.
So two women fighting at the police station?
Yes, for the sergeant of police, and one of the two women is a police officer, and the sergeant has since been transferred to the Cassibers police station.
Oh my God!
But straight but you know very well the sergeant. You know the sergeant very, very, very well. This is like a soap opera, brother, man.
It is a soap opera, Kalal, and we'll investigate that further. Any other reports coming in at this time?
Well, two things. The police are investigating that situation where the young lady was found dead down Bioche. They seem to be treating it as a homicide.
Are you telling me that they suspect foul play in this?
From my information, and I want to really congratulate the police on the work they are doing thus far. They are doing a lot of work, and I will not say much on that, except to say that the police are doing and have so far done a lot of work on that matter thus far. And I want to.
So there are a lot of questions following this car that reportedly plunged down there in the Bioche area. There are more questions.
Yes, indeed, much more question than answer.
Carla Baptist, you said yes. Tell me.
Also, Matt sent you a report, but we will discuss it. Where football referees have been verbally abused by top officials, former coaches, etc., and of sports club. I send that to you because I feel it is one of serious concern that you cannot have one who has been involved in football administration, who is heading a football club on the island, to be really abusing football referees. And I'm concerned about that. I've sent that report to the public. I've sent a report to the DFA, and it's not at all a pretty sight, Matt.
All right, Kalajan Baptist, a lot to chew on this afternoon. Of course, following this big story out of Guadeloupe, where Dominican youth may have murdered another French national student over a smartphone. The French are not taking this very seriously, and there's talk of basically, hitting back or doing back to Dominicans. So please, if you're a Dominican in the Guadeloupe area, please be very careful, okay? Because from my reports, the French are not taking this lying down. So it's 1:33 in the afternoon. We hear a report too of two women, one police officer and another, of course, a national, they're a woman, citizen, fighting over a police sergeant, senior police officer in the Grand Bay police station. And also we just heard that this big story on the weekend where this 28-year-old woman from the Belleville area that was found dead in a car that plunged in the Bioche area. The police are investigating that one. So it appears, I said, don't repeat and said Matt said, it appears that the police are investigating this as a possible homicide. We're coming back, Dominica, after this. This is Talk on the Block. I was told you that Dominica is pregnant with issues. We try to deliver one on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes we get through with 2, 3, and 4, but we really try. right, Dominica, next year we have a group here from England, the United Kingdom, of course, who's here on the project to push sickle cell. Of course, you know, this is a problem affecting a lot of Dominicans and persons all over the world. So let me say good afternoon to our guest here in studios this afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Natania. Natania.
Natania.
Yes.
Yes, and
I am a co-founder and a director of a company called Sickle Plus.
yes, go ahead.
Yes, we are a non-profitable organisation who puts together different media projects in aid of sickle cell awareness, and we're here in Dominica to promote a song and also to raise funds in order to open up a recreational centre here in Dominica.
All right. Our next guest.
Hello, my name is Savannah Williams, and I'm one of the co-founders of Sickle Plus in the UK. And I'm also in support of opening up a recreational centre in Dominica for sickle cell sufferers, because there's no such centre here for our people. I'm also here visiting my dad, Mr. Lecter Francis Williams, who lives in higher, what is it called? Salisbury. Great Salisbury. Grand Savannah, sorry,
Yeah.
after my name.
Savannah.
And we have also with us in the studios, of course, giving support. My good friend, how are you doing?
Pretty fine, man. Good afternoon to you and the listening public out there. I'm the PR for Sickle Cell Plus UK and Dominica. I am one of the persons that will go out there and talk to the people, the sufferers on that issue.
All right, thank you very much and welcome. But let's talk to, of course, our guest in the studios here about sickle cell. Tell us a little about sickle cell and why you chose to come to Dominica to raise funds for this specific project.
Yeah, okay, so sickle cell is a well-known blood disorder throughout the world. It affects a number of people. 1 in 10 Africans get it, 1 in 5 Africans have it, 1 in 10 Caribbeans, 1 in 20 Greeks, and so on and so forth. So it affects a multicultural groups of people. What we're here to do is to raise that awareness of what sickle cell is and how it affects those who have it. And sickle cell itself, the blood disorder, what it does, it causes patients to have crippling pain, so they have to prevent a crisis from occurring in the first place. In order to stay away from getting a crisis, they have to remain healthy, eat healthy, stay away from sunlight, too much cold. So there's many things they can do to prevent a crisis from occurring, but it's just about equipping them to be able to stay healthy and save lives.
Yeah, hi, it's Savannah again. I just want to read some data from the Centre of Disease Control and Prevention. And it says sickle cell disease affects millions of people throughout the world, and is particularly common amongst those whose ancestors came from sub-Saharan Africa, Spanish-speaking regions in the Western Hemisphere, South American and Caribbean, the Central America, Saudi Arabians, Indians, the Mediterranean countries such as Turkey, Greece and Italy. So basically we're here to break the stigma as well that, you know, a lot of people think that sickle cell only affects the black diaspora race, and it doesn't. So we're saying we all need to unite together and, you know, just help each other.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to a very interesting track there, written for this sickle cell project. And of course, so we've been told you had a significant part to play with this?
Yes, that's
and a mom too.
All right.
Yes, that's correct. I'm the singer of the song, Natania, and we have sung this song with a group that's very well known around the world. They have #1 hits and they're award winning at the moment. They've won Grammys and Brit Awards they're from Britain and they're called Rudimental. And on the track we have loads of different celebrity artists involved. We have Alexandra O'Neill, we have Aswad, we have Jammer, we have Adam Deacon, and we have Linda Lewis, of course, and they've all played their part to support the cause.
It's actually been advertised on MTV's site as well right now.
All right, as we speak, it's
Yes,
been advertised on the MTV.
It's on there now, yeah.
All right, let's listen here from a moment.
Mysterious world, beautiful colors and rainbows. No one's out, pulled out of you, black melting heart uncommonly true.
Africa was calm and still. Her air was full with love above. She watched the seagulls cross a muddy path, which led to the lakes of love. An handsome son of man stood there, on face he had, eyes glittering through the night so storm. He drew his arm across her waist and on his face. The sea which glittered by the sun made a dream which I have sung. Higher, higher, higher. Higher than storms in the cloud. Higher, 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 higher than the higher. Go higher and higher and higher and higher. Go higher and higher and higher and higher.
Origins cradle. When I look into your eyes, you are so wise, so wise. Breathe swaying back and forth. Let me know the secret of your strength, so I can look into your
I
eyes.
see a garden with waterfalls, crystal clear. Ukraine, put your palm into my hand. You take one step.
Somebody said here, Matt, that's a very bad disease. I had a cousin who passed away only at the age of 9.
Higher, 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 higher than the higher. Go higher and higher and higher and higher. Go higher and higher
Focus
and
mode.
higher.
Listen, I come to make you aware that sickle cell affects a lot of us here. Africans, Asians, Greeks and Italians. If you wanna learn, just open your ears. Don't worry about the clothes that I wear, cause for the same reasons we all should adhere. I'm speaking out and I'm making it clear. If you wanna support the cause, hands in the air.
I'm trying to get my message out there, I'm out there, so I use my face to
Higher, higher, higher. Go higher, 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 higher than the higher. Go higher and higher and higher and higher. Go higher and higher and higher and Africa was calm and still. Her air was full with love above.
So the voice we're actually hearing is your voice, huh?
Yes, that's correct. I'm singing on both tracks. So the first track you heard was the celebrity track in aid of sickle cell. The second track is the dance version.
So why did you decide to come to Dominica, in order to, if you said, build a sickle cell center? Why do you think it was important?
Yes, I mean, sickle cell is affects all over the world, but my grandfather is actually Dominican, so for us it was very practical and very it made sense to us that we would come here to start the first centre to be built. That's one of my main reasons.
Do you have timelines as to how soon you would like to see this built?
Yes, most definitely. I mean, it's an urgent matter because at the end of the day, we're here to build up the people, to empower the people, and if that can be done as soon as possible. So we are here to ask for anyone to contact us with if they're interested to donate or to come together with the organisation in any way to help us.
How long you guys going to be in Dominica?
We've been here for around 2 weeks, and we leave on Friday, but we'll be very back soon.
You'll be back soon.
To follow up on everything.
We've been here
that
for
we've been
3
doing.
weeks, but we leave on this Friday, and we'll be back, God willing, in say 3 months' time.
Okay.
And we're actually being supported by Colin
Piper.
Yeah.
We've
the
had
project
talks
as
with
well.
Colin Piper to do with this.
So where do you
project.
intend to build this center that you're talking about? Do you have any idea?
We've had a look around at numerous hotels at the moment that we are very interested in, and we've come across one that we would like to start work with. I don't want to say the location just as yet, but we're very interested in that one. And it's to be renovated. It's a perfect location. It's got a tranquil atmosphere, and that's exactly what sickle cell sufferers need. They need to be around no stress as much as possible, but also they like to remain active, and they like to keep, to have that go in them. They have that natural go in them anyway. So we will have projects within the centre that keep them going and active.
Do you have the numbers as you do your research for the sickle cell sufferers? I know a few, of course, personal friends who suffer from sickle cell, but do you have the numbers for Dominica just yet?
Yes.
With the website, you have a website. Tell them the website, and then they'll be using my number. But when we are more or less established, because there's a lady, Miss George, she got the Queen's Award, and then she is it one? Yeah, she got the Queen's Award, and then she wants to do something. Well, they are active, and they have other things that they want to do. So
well, she's actually the manager of the sickle cell society here in Dominica.
So we'll be Sickle Plus. We'll be partnering with her. Yeah.
With the local
Dominica branch.
Yes.
The local Dominican branch.
Yes.
I know my good friend Calypsonia here. You guys have also written something about sickle cell in the Booyah style.
Yes, we do it already. But she's the one singing, and then my producer, MacGyver, he's the one did it for her as well.
What number is it on the track there?
I think it's number 2.
Number 2. Let's see if we can get that one to run here this morning, this afternoon. All in aid to, of course, build a sickle cell center in Dominica.
I want your cross back over Jordan now. Deeper fountain. I want your cross back over Jordan now. Deeper fountain. Oh, deeper fountain. Oh, deeper fountain. I want your cross back over Jordan now. Boy, I saw the Lord and he took my hand. He took me to the promised land. Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. I want to go over to Jordan now. Shepherds the light and I'm flying like a kite. Deep oceans flow over my body and my soul. Over my soul. 'Cause you are the lover of my soul. I won't give up now, it's time to take my place. Whoa, yeah. See, I won't give up now, it's time to take my place. Oh, yeah. See, I won't give up now, see, I won't stop up now, I won't give up now. See, I won't give up now, it's time to take my place.
Okay, let's take a phone call here. We have a few minutes remaining here with our special guest in studios from the United Kingdom with a big project to build a sickle cell center in Dominica. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, my brother, and good afternoon to your guest in studio.
Yes,
I just want to tell the lady I appreciate the initiative to help the individuals suffering from sickle cell anemia, but also I just want them to also, if that's on their list of educating the individual, like the diet is number 1, and we have a lot of bad eating habits on island. And if you all have in your agenda also to promote that eating of food, alkaline food, will help, because sickle cell anemia just the body deprived of iron deficiency. And also what I always call upon our waters that we have with chlorine, that breaks down the immune system, that helps deprive the body. And also recently they cut all our citrus fruit that have seeds and give us GMO. So all those things going to deprive us from obtaining plants with natural iron. So this is what you have to educate the people. I appreciate what you're doing because knowledge is power. And where there's people with no knowledge of this thing, we're going to suffer. So I'll be watching and looking and listening. And if I have to support, hey, I can support.
All right, caller, thank you very much. Yes, speak to the diet issue that he just brought up.
Yes, we are very aware that for sickle cell sufferers and for people in general, healthy lifestyle and healthy eating is important, but particularly with sickle cell sufferers, there are certain dietary requirements for a sickle cell patient that in order for them to not have a crisis occur. And so thank you for making those points clear to us, and we will be supporting sickle cell patients in their healthy eating also within the centre.
That's exactly why we're opening up, one of the main reasons why we're opening up the centre, to promote healthy eating, right diets for sickle cell sufferers.
Yes.
All right, let's take another phone call there. Hello.
Hey, Matt, good day. And good day to your family.
Yes,
I want to actually say congratulations to this lady. This is very good. It's welcome. But I just wanted to know if they're doing it in conjunction to an article I read where they find the cure for sickle cells in America. And actually, in experimenting, they cured one lady.
Well, I don't know if they are aware of that report. Are you aware, folks?
Yes, the bone marrow. We heard about it.
We are aware that there is a cure for sickle cell, and that is to do with bone marrow. But whether someone can find a match for bone marrow is the difficulty. But I'm not aware of any other cure other than the bone marrow. Yeah.
The bone marrow transplant.
Yes. Well, we definitely are supporting that as well.
Definitely support of any cures out there. We are 100% in support of that.
Well, if there's anybody out there that may be suffering from sickle cell, they can give us a call and speak to us about, because it can have some crippling effects as it relates to the pain the people that I've associated with. That suffer from sickle cell. So if you're out there, family member that may be suffering as we speak, you can give us a call. It's 449-3095-96, 97 or 616-4257. Thank you very much. This is the Talk on the Block. Coming back after a few seconds. I know we have to be closing up at this time, but I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more from you guys as you continue to raise awareness of this deadly disease, the sickle cell. And when you come back, you're welcome to come join us again.
Thank you very much.
Even build the awareness. But can we have your closing remarks as you go?
Yes, firstly, I'd like to give out the contact details for us. We are Sickle Plus info@yahoo.co.uk. And if anybody would like to contact us, needs our support, please feel free to get in touch.
Let's have that again, the information.
Sickle Plus, that's SICKLEPLUS INFO @yahoo.co.uk. Sickle Plus @yahoo.co.uk.
Yes, I just want to say we're also here. We've come to Dominica because this month is World Sickle Cell Awareness Month for the Caribbean and also in America. So that's why we're here. And also just to support the sickle cell sufferers and just to tell them to stay positive, stay away from stress, because you're less likely to have a crisis if you stay away from stress. Drink lots of water and lots of fruits and vegetables, and just stay positive. And that's it. God bless you all.
And God bless you too. You want to add your final comments?
Yes, all I want to say is thank you for having us, Matt, and sickle cell sufferers. We know, we feel your pain. All you have to do, drink a lot of water, eat lentils, red meat, and stay away from stress, and don't drink and don't smoke. Thank you.
Thank you. Flight, have a safe flight back to the UK.
Thank you. We will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
flying like a kite. Devotion over my body and my soul, over my soul, 'cause you are the lover of my soul.
Of course, we are trying to follow up on that story that the DNO is reporting. As the latest report that a 15-year-old Dominican was on Wednesday today arrested for the death of another teenager in Guadeloupe. Reports from the police in the French island said that the incident took place at Abimaz on Tuesday, September 13th, around 5:45. That was yesterday at about 5:45 p.m. The police had originally sent out a bulletin with photos saying that the teenager was being sought for the voluntary homicide of Yahun Equinox and that he was wounded in the hand and may be harmed. An update on Wednesday morning stated that the teenager was arrested. French media reports indicated that Yuan Equinox was stabbed multiple times with either a pair of scissors or a knife after classes when he was on his way home. The attacker fled the scene. A phone was allegedly involved in the incident. It has also been reported that a demonstration was held near the school where the young man was stabbed. The police in Guadeloupe said the teenager, whose photos and name the DNO cannot publish because of his age, was born in Dominica on August 2nd, 2001. They said more information on the matter will be given later. That's where we wrap it up on Talk on the Block. Dominica's hottest afternoon show there.